Hi everybody, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Scrafty, bringing you my amazing video about Sword and Shield. So, did the live stream earlier today, my reaction, all that stuff. That's just the initial reaction. It's been a couple hours now. I've had time to sit down and think about what I think about all these Pokemon. And I just want to talk about, I guess, the trailer. I think I'm safe to go ahead and play it because my reaction didn't get claimed. I think as long as the gameplay footage is small enough in the corner, we should be a-okay. So, I'm gonna move over here really quick. So yeah, I didn't actually get to see this part properly because when I first watched it, it like lagged. Man, this screenshot right here, this is like desktop wallpaper worthy. I heard apparently, Duncan said that apparently when the original trailers for these games came out, they weren't done with the lighting in the actual game. I guess Duncan just knows that from his contact. So apparently they weren't done with the lighting yet, but now they are. The lighting is done, which is why these games look so much better. That looks so crisp. Like this looks so crisp and clean. And the art style's grown on me. Originally, I was really hoping that they didn't have like the outline. You know, I really liked that Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. The Pokemon didn't have outlines and stuff. But I guess the outlines have grown on me. I do kind of want to see what they would look like without the outlines. I don't know. A lot of you guys seem to prefer them with outlines or whatever. Regardless, look how perfect that is. That is such a good image. I love it. I love it. Brofist, the Score Bunny. And yeah, the music this game is amazing. We got the Professor. The music is so good here. That reveal as well. That was a really I like that. That was some clean editing. We got 3 new Pokemon shown, which my favorite. I don't know actually. Like everybody's freaking out over the sheep. The sheep's okay. It's cool. It's cute. Whatever. I like this girl here and this dude here. They're both awesome. I like him. He's a water rock type. I think that's just a pure grass type, and then the sheep's a normal type. The sheep's like the early route Pokemon. I don't know if it's the early route rodent, because it's not really a rodent. So I don't know if it's maybe I don't know. I don't know if it's. I wonder if we're gonna get a bird or anything. But we see like a bunch of different locations here. I love the exclamation mark. I might have to vector that out and use it somewhere. I love that. That exclamation mark is clean. Yeah, so I've got I'm wondering what this is all about, like Sobble giving you love and stuff. I'm assuming that could be like Pokemon Refresh, where like after the battle, you know, you get to pet him or whatever. I don't know. Everything goes by so fast. I just want to do like a more in-depth analysis. An in-depth analysis. People were theorizing that they might be done with routes, but like this kind of just looks like a route. I don't know. Wherever the hell this is. Oh, there's like ice caps. Okay, cool. Got the new fighting type guy. Oh, look at him. He's sick. I like him. Oh yeah, this dude. Oh my god, your Uber is here, guys. I love this guy. The thing is, I don't know the Pokemon's names that well right now, but I will learn them. Trust me, I will learn them. That dude's sick. And then we've got this whole like overworld thing. Like this is the turning point in the trailer where I'm just like, oh my god, they've only gone and done it. A lot of us were concerned that there weren't ever that the Pokemon, you know, they showed us overworld Pokemon and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That was like everybody's favorite feature, and then they just weren't gonna do it for Sword and Shield because, as we've seen so far, Pokemon don't follow you in this game. But there is one area in the game where Pokemon are following you by the looks, or not following you, where Pokemon do fly around by the looks of it and walk around, and it definitely livens up the environment. And there's that new emo bird. Again, we got Gyarados just chilling in the water with a Frillish behind him. I should know the names of these Pokemon. Stuffles, Butterfreeze. Oh my god, Seismitoad. Look at the size of that lad. Okay, A fucking casual Tyranitar. No bother, mate. Just a fucking Tyranitar walking around. You know what I mean? Avalugg. Why is Avalugg here? I feel like he should be somewhere a lot more snowy than that. Oh, you look at Halucha. I didn't even notice that. And for some reason, the bike's in this game, and you can also cycle on the water. Apparently, Professor Oak would like to know your location. Apparently, if you shake, I don't know exactly where the source is, but apparently, if you shake this hard enough or shake it long enough, Pokemon will fall out. I'll go into that maybe a bit later. What the hell is that beacon? Oh yeah, it's the multiplayer thing. Yeah. I thought this was awesome. This is essentially just raid bosses in Pokemon Go, but in a main series game, which I actually never considered them ever doing that. But I think this is a really good idea. This is something I think would be a lot of fun to do with viewers. I really hope there are some challenging raid bosses, I guess. I don't know what you want to call them exactly. And I'm curious, I don't know if they confirmed it or not. I don't know if everybody can catch, because I'm assuming you beat it and catch it. I don't know, can you catch it? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, these two massive Pokemon going at it. I want to know more about it. Oh yeah, you can catch it. Yeah, there you go. I really want to know more about that. And yeah, it's only okay. It's really interesting because they use a Premier Ball for that, and Pokemon Go raids use a Premier Ball for their raid battles. So it's like, is Premier Ball just now the raid ball? Like, I wonder if I've got a feeling that you can maybe only use Premier Balls in these types of battles, or well, you can only in these types of battles, Premier Balls are exclusive to it. Maybe, I don't know. So like, if a Pokemon's caught in a Premier Ball, that means it was rated for. That's what Pokemon Go does, I guess. And that would be what Pokemon Go's influence is. Can we get a shout out, by the way, to these guys being actual humans instead of just blue fucking silhouettes? Can we get a big shout out for that? So we finally get to see what the gyms are. Everybody was wondering what the gimmick of this generation was going to be. We get to see the first gym leader. He's a grass type. And yeah, they use massive Pokemon. That's why you need a whole stadium for it. Because they use fucking massive Pokemon. And obviously we've seen big Pokemon elsewhere in the Pokemon universe. We've seen that in the anime and stuff like that. So it's not like a brand new phenomenon. And something really peculiar about this trailer is that they actually reveal to you who the champion is. That was the champion. That was Leon, the champion. They revealed him to us like they've never done that before. They never told us Diantha was the champion. They never told us Cynthia was the champion. They never told us who was, I don't remember the Gen 7 champion. The bottom line is they never told us who the champion was. Professor Kukui. Yeah, they never told us who it was. I guess, I mean, obviously we knew who Kukui was, but they never introduced him as the champion. I think this is the first time Pokemon has ever introduced somebody as, this is the champion, this is the final boss. I think there's more going on with him. He does kind of. I've got a feeling he might be a bad guy. Just a theory. I don't know, because like, why else would? He's gonna be a big part of the storyline, obviously. Apparently, he's never lost a Pokemon battle or something. Crazy stuff. So yeah. And then of course they've got. This is not actual game footage. This is just a CGI. See, I don't really like these things that much. Hold on. Because when I first saw this, I didn't really like the legendary Pokemon all that much. I think in this sort of like style, their colors aren't unique enough, and the colors are just too similar for me, and like it made me not really like them. But then when I saw the official artwork of these, because look at this, the colors look identical. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I didn't really like them that much. But then I saw the official artwork, and the shield version, his colors are a bit darker, the sword version's a bit lighter, and you can actually properly tell them apart. But in this sort of like, I guess, rendered out 3D model style, I don't think they look that great, and that I didn't really like them that much at first. I do find it hilarious that they he has a sword in his mouth, and the shield one is literally just, it must be heavy, man. That must be heavy. I'm definitely Team Shield, because everybody else is Team Sword, so I have to go the opposite team. You know me, big hipster. Anyways, yeah, he's big doggo. People are speculating that this might be the armored evolution, or whatever you want to dub it. Obviously, we've not seen anything about that so far, but people are thinking that that could be what that is. But on that same breath, Xerneas, Solgaleo, and Lunala all had forms where they just glowed, but it didn't actually change anything. It was, I don't know why they added it. Like, I don't even think it was an in-game thing for Lunala and Solgaleo, but it was for Xerneas. Xerneas had like a form where it was turned off, and yeah. So that's interesting. So yeah, that was the theory for this. There was something else I wanted to add about that. But yeah, if you look here on the game box art, he's much darker than this one. You know, you can actually tell them apart a little bit better, which is nice. It's just from that 3D CGI thing, you know, wasn't the best. But yeah, releasing worldwide November 15th. Because it's on the Switch, you can actually get it November 14th if you have a New Zealand. I think New Zealand is the earliest time zone to get it, or one of the earliest. If you just have a New Zealand account attached to your Switch, you can buy it on the New Zealand account and have it like a full like 12 hours before the rest of the world. That's probably what I'm going to be doing. Anyways, I really liked that trailer. I might go look at the Nintendo Direct thing really quickly. I really did want to point out something else. I can't remember what it was. Oh! This here. So Leon, he has a Charizard, as you can see in the back there, and also in the full 16-minute Nintendo Direct thing, or Pokemon Direct thing. He had a Charizard, and that, I guess that's his main Pokemon. And, you know, typically just having a Charizard, it's kind of boring, you know? There's a lot of trainers that have Charizards. So I think the Armored Evolution thing could very well be real. And he's gonna have an Armored Charizard. That's my guess. Don't hold me to it. He could just have a regular ass Charizard. But I've got a feeling he's either going to have a giant Charizard or it's going to be an armored Charizard. So, you know, these guys going whatever the fuck they're doing, Sicko Mode, Super Saiyan, whatever they do here. Maybe there is going to be some sort of armored form. We don't know. Oh man, that animation there, that was sick. I like that. That's nice. So yeah, I'm going to come over to the Pokemon website, the Pokemon of the Galar region. Got Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble, Gossifleur. It is a pure grass type. It has Cotton Down, which is a new ability. I think it's the same as Gooey, but a cotton version. And it's got Regenerator as well, which is pretty cool. It has a pollen healing effect. It prefers land with a clean water. It moves with the wind. You can like see it in the overworld here. That's just awesome, man. I'm so glad that they did this. The game definitely looks a lot more polished since the last one. I mean, it still says game footage not final, but yeah. And then Gossifleur evolves into Eldegoss, which again is just a pure grass type. I don't really like this design as much as the last one, but it does look like a middle evolution and not a final evolution, or at least that's what I'm hoping. Not too hot on this one, but it still looks cool, I guess. We got Wooloo, right? Sorry, it's just a pure normal type. It's got the Fluffy ability, which is actually that was originally, I think that was exclusive to Stuffle before. So that's kind of neat actually. And that might actually be a decent Pokemon. It might be like Furfrou too, where it's just really gimmicky. And then we've got Korvac Knight. Korvac Knight? Is that Korvac Knight? Is that how you pronounce it? This thing is 7'3". They didn't actually show it in the trailer, but this thing is a taxi. This thing, the dashing Lord of the Skies, using a taxi to travel from town to town. He flies you around. He possesses superb flying skills and high intelligence. Because of this, many of them work for a company called Galar Taxi, helping transport people from town to town. That's just awesome. That's so cool. And I saw a tweet earlier, which I want to share with you guys. I don't care if Pokemon Company comes out and says that this isn't the case. I'm convinced this is true. Do you think Korvac Knight is inspired from the fly animation we saw in so many years? The discussion more at PokeJungle. I think that holds some weight because, I mean, they don't look identical. You know, he's just a dark bird. You know, the flying animation was just used to be a dark bird. But I think it's very possible they were like, all right, we need a flying Pokemon. We've done Charizard. You know, what do we do now? We can't just have Charizard be the flying Pokemon of every game. So they probably just, I don't know. I think it's very possible that they looked back on the older games like, oh, well, what did we have for previous games? Let's just make a Pokemon based off of this. And if it is the case, I'm so glad that they did, because I think that's just cool. Like, I'm sure that they never intended this to be a Pokemon one day. I'm sure that I'm not saying that they were planning this from years ago. But, you know, to go back and be like, okay, let's make a design, I guess, I don't know. I hope that's the case, because if not, it's an amazing coincidence. But I think it's very possible, because this is basically the Fly. This is basically the way you get around the region with Fly. You know, he flies you everywhere. And this is what flew us everywhere back in the day. So, I don't know. I thought I would share that. I think that's awesome. Korvac Knight is absolutely my favorite Pokemon that's been revealed so far. He's a flying steel type. So he's not steel flying like Skarmory. He's flying steel. He flies first, but he's also a steel type. I don't know why they specify it like that, but you know, it's pretty cool to have a primary flying type, I guess. I'm curious. I think he's probably going to be like a super offensive flying steel type, because Skarmory's like, you know, the bulky whirlwind spikes. I think this guy's going to be super fast and offensive. I wonder how early on you can catch one, because if he's 7'3", you're not going to catch a Pokemon like that by the second gym, you know, surely not. Surely it's going to be quite a late one. Then we've got Dreadnought here. He's a water rock type. I thought he was a dragon type when I first saw him. A little bit underwhelmed by that, but he's got strong draw / shell armor. You know, he looks fucking strong. Look at the size of that jaw, man. I think he looks dope. He's my second favorite of the trailer. I like all the Pokemon they've revealed so far. It's just Eldegoss is the only one I'm a little bit underwhelmed with, but I like them all. James Turner, the person that designed Poipole, Guzzlord, Buzzwole, Vanillix. He designed the Vanillix line. He designed Golurk. He designed Trevenant. That guy, he's the art director for this game. It's his first ever main series Pokemon game where he's the art director. I think he was the art. He also designed Shadow Lugia. He was the art director for Pokemon Troze, and I think he was the art director for another spin-off game. But he's never been the art director for a main series Pokemon game before, I'm pretty sure. So I'm sure this is very exciting for him. I'm proud of him. He's British, which, you know, a game set in the UK, it makes sense they bring on a British dude. Yeah, I'm just super pumped, honestly. Pokemon have abilities. Wow, thanks for letting me know. Honestly, I was excited for this game the whole time, but like, I'm just so much more excited. I'm just so much more excited, man. Like, I'm really satisfied. I don't think I've seen anybody complain with the amount of information that they showed. Like, they didn't show too much. They just showed what needed to be showed, and I really hope Pokemon, this is a new leaf for them, because, you know, Sun and Moon, they showed way too much stuff. And I think it was maybe partially because they were quite nervous, because the game was quite different to the traditional, you know, the traditional game. I don't know. But hopefully, I think this time they've got a good, like, I guess, flow of information coming out. Like, we didn't get anything for 4 months. The game comes out in 5 months. I'm hoping it's not like a new trailer every couple weeks. I do want them to hold some stuff back. As much as them releasing trailers and me making videos on it helps me out, I think for our enjoyment of the game, it would be much better if they held back more this time around. Even like if they don't show us the evolutions of the starters, I'm all for it. I don't really need to see them. I'm happy to just pick Sobble and just see what we get. Anyways, I think that is about where I'm going to be done talking here. Sorry, I just spoke your ear off. I absolutely love how these games look. I have never been so excited for a Pokemon game in my life. And I hope you guys are excited as well. The games look fucking stunning. I've got another video coming out about the leaks that we, I'm not actually going to click on the image, but there was a leak posted on the 23rd of May on 4chan and other sites like that, that actually predicted basically everything. Well, everything that was in the first, or everything that was in the 15-minute direct. They predicted the rival's name and all this other stuff. And there's a few more things in that leak that isn't revealed yet. So I want to go over that leak and just discuss it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in a bit. Thanks so much for watching though. The leak video will probably be my last video on the Sword and Shield stuff for a while. I just, you know, I like talking about Pokemon. That's what we do here on the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later.